Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I get to welcome back our good friend, author, Silvia San Martin. So, welcome, Silvia.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for having me again. And for this time, I couldn't meet you in New York, but I'm inside Dirty Dancing for you.
I know. So talk a little bit about that. So, you're in Roanoke, Virginia, but where exactly are you at? Because it's awesome.
I'm in Mountain Lake Lodge in Pembroke, the hotel, one of the hotels where they make Dirty Dancing. And in fact, this table here is one when baby is sitting with their family. It's the same table, the
Nobody puts
same.
baby in the corner.
No, not me.
Yeah, I love that, and that's pretty. We were talking off camera. I was asking you about the lake and stuff, so you got to see that, and you're there
Yes.
in the dining room where they did some of the filming. I mean, that's a pretty neat trip.
Yes, because it's like being inside the movie. Now I'm the new character of the movie.
Yeah, I can't think of a better location to do an interview. That's pretty nice. Did they shut it down for you to use, or is it just not being used right now?
No, it's because at that time it's quiet.
Yeah.
That have lunch, breakfast is here. I had breakfast here this morning and lunch in the port.
Oh, so they're kind of done till tomorrow breakfast, I guess.
No, for dinner.
Oh, they got
Uh,
dinner there too. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
but you have my favorite podcast. So I did this special for you.
I know. I appreciate that so much, Sylvia. You always do such a good job. I was telling you, the journalist in you must be why you stage your interviews so well, because you always have the best setup.
Yes, I'm journalist most of all.
Oh, I meant to tell you, part of the reason that I'm gone next week, I'm taking my dad to a golf tournament. We do that. My brother and I take him every year, so I've got that. But next Tuesday, Emily and I are seeing Shakira.
Oh, you are seeing Shakira. You are
Yeah,
going to enjoy.
yeah.
Well,
I know you've covered some of her stuff before.
I interviewed Shakira when with the CD ¿Dónde están los ladrones? Long
Yep.
time ago, maybe 25 years ago.
Yeah, I remembered that, and I've always wanted to see her in concert. And we were supposed to go in November, and she postponed it. So this is the new date next
And where
Tuesday.
is the concert?
What's that?
Where is the concert?
It's Shakira Tuesday night, this coming
Yes,
Tuesday. It's
but
in
where?
Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
Charlotte, North Carolina. The funny part is it worked out. The golf tournament's also in Charlotte, so so that's why I'm gone all next week because originally I was just supposed to be going for the golf tournament, and then they postponed her concert, and it ended up being the concert's over, and then the golf tournament starts. So I'll be
it's a
there all week.
final. It's a
Yeah, it's gonna
final.
be fun.
And in July, I'm going to go to the J-Lo concert in Madrid.
I didn't
I
know
have
that,
my
but that's
ticket.
awesome. Is she bringing anybody with her? Who's opening with her?
Uh, for now, it's only her. I saw her, I think, in maybe 2012, 13, 14 in Madrid,
Yeah,
and now it's in the same place. The tickets are very expensive, but I wanted to go, so in July, I go to the J-Lo
that's
concert in
awesome.
Madrid.
Yeah, that'll be a good show. That's really good. Yeah, it's been. I think the last concert I went to was last fall. And that was Billie Eilish. I think was the last one I went and saw, and she was good. It was a good concert. But
And
yeah,
you are going to like Shakira.
oh yeah, I know. I've been waiting on that one for a while. I'm excited. She just brings so much energy to her performances. They're just fun.
You are going to dance. He's don't
I know
like.
I'm a little worried about that because I'm not really a dancer, so we'll
You
see.
can you can learn.
I can bring out my middle school two step that we used to do.
It's never late, you know.
That's right. Yeah, it's never too late to try something new. That's absolutely true.
I was telling you out of camera today, Arlene, how to throw the arrow
Oh
with the
yeah,
arrow.
you learned how to do some bow, some archery, I guess.
Yes, I'm training for the woman 3, you know. So a
Did
coach from here teach me how to throw the arrow, and now I'm a pro.
Yeah. Well, you said you kind of hurt yourself the first time, but after that, you got pretty good.
The first time I had the bruise in my ear because
Yep.
when I did, but only the first time, and in 5 seconds, I was very good with it.
Yeah, that's pretty good because it's hard to. That's not easy to pull a bow. It takes some strength to pull those.
Yes, I did some videos, so I will show you.
Oh, you took some video? Yeah, 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 yeah. You'll have to. That's a decent skill to learn when you're on a vacation, I think.
Especially when you sleep in a cabin in the middle of the forest alone in Virginia. I must be crazy.
I think you are a little crazy. No,
But
that's fun, Sylvia. You got to try stuff. I mean, that's what makes life worth living.
I thought maybe a bear can or someone in the middle of the night because
Well, if you
for us,
ever run into a wild animal while you're there, just make sure you got your bow with you.
yes, no, because this morning I was with the scouts for all the mountains and we didn't see anyone. I think they are more afraid than me
Oh
than the
yeah.
opposite. And I wanted to see Bambi, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Scott
I'm
maybe.
surprised. Usually the deer are everywhere. I'm surprised you haven't
Yes,
seen those. Yeah, you must just be they must be scared off because of the people.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you'd come here, they're everywhere. You see, you just driving around and they're just everywhere.
Yes, but I live in Madrid, and in Madrid we always have to lock all the doors and everything. So for me, it's really strange to be in a cabin alone in the middle of the forest with nobody around.
No, it's a little scary. I guess if you had an emergency, I told you it's about a 2 hour drive. I could come maybe help, but
But
yeah,
but but the phone doesn't work, so I cannot call you.
that's
And
right.
especially last night, not the night before, even the landline didn't work. So if something happened, I was there, no phone, nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd like that.
No, I and today the Wi-Fi doesn't work in the room, so it's like okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I grew up without a phone, a cell phone or whatever, but it's just been so long. It's when you don't have it, it feels like you're missing part of you.
Yes,
Yeah, I agree with that. So we're talking about your new book today, or newest book, which the English version is like number 16, and the Spanish version will be like book number 17. Is that right?
yes, I have published 17 books in less than 8 years.
I That amazes me. Because it's so difficult just to get one book published, and you've done 17 in such a. I mean, that's like two a year.
And I had two in my mind, one from this experience and another one from the second part of Find Your Significant Other at Christmas that I know you want. And the idea is here, so I only have to write.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that one. So this one, I don't know if we can see it on camera, I'll because of my background, but let's see if I can find the spot where it'll pop up.
I don't
Almost, almost. No, no.
have
Well, I had it earlier. Let's see if I can. We're gonna get it. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Almost, almost.
I more or less. Mm,
There. If I could, you can is the name of it, and I'll post the pictures for the interview. I love your writing because you write, it's very digestible, so you're descriptive, but you write very easily. It's not difficult to read. It's a pretty quick read, and you convey so much information but in an easy to kind of absorb way. I just, you're one of my favorite authors because of that, because you can sit down with one of your books and a few hours later you're pretty deep into the book and just having a great time.
And you know what that means. If I could, you can. So if I could publish 17 books, you can, Mike.
I just want one. But it's easier to publish a book if you would actually take the time to write the book, and I haven't done that yet.
So maybe you have to come here with no phone, nothing, and start writing.
Maybe that's what I need. When you decide to write a book, how long does it typically take you to actually finish it?
Well, you're going to laugh. This book, if I could, you can, I wrote in less than a month. I was all Christmas writing. I didn't see anyone, no friends, nothing, just write. So in less than a month, I did that.
That's amazing. And it's a pretty good sized book. I mean, to write it in a month, that's just amazing.
And you have the picture with Shakira in that book. In that book.
Oh, I know, it's in there. So okay, so tell me what If I Could, You Can is about.
People love this book just because of the meaning, because the idea of this book is telling people, if I could do, you can do. If I could make my dreams true, you can do it, but never give up. So I was born in a small city. I go to Madrid. I fight a lot. You see in the book, from the Me Too and a lot of problems, not an easy life, but amazing. And even now, from Madrid, I'm in the middle of the mountain in Virginia, just now, inside, dirty dancing. So everything you can do.
Yeah, I love that because you always have such a positive message. And we've talked about it's not like you don't have your troubles and struggles and difficulties, but you keep it pretty positive, and you never let it get you too down. Like I've never seen you sit down where you just stop writing, and I love that.
But you know why? I remember a few years ago, my friend Erika Eleniak, you lost her too.
Yeah.
She told me my purpose in life is to inspire another people. And this is what I try. Maybe I'm bad, but I want to inspire you to make your dreams come true and do the things you want. So I cannot be down. Of course, I have my bad moments, but I cannot be down because I want to help another people.
Well, and I think that's what's so great about you, because you do that. You'd never know that you had anything wrong by the way you portray yourself and how you're talking. And I think that's inspirational to people.
And even the Spanish version is called No Me Perdonaron Que Triunfara, and people love too. Even when I came to Virginia, I had my new t-shirt of merchandising. I have for you too at home with the new merchandising. If I could, you can. No Me Perdonaron Que Triunfara, with the sword and the things of Wonder Woman. You cannot believe anyone in the airport in Madrid and Virginia stopped me to ask for the t-shirts. So I think my next business is making t-shirts.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Love the message. If I could, you can, and No Me Perdonaron Que Triunfara. People love the message. So when they see the t-shirt, it's like, it's you? Where can I buy it? So even the airline let me to enter to the airport fare, to the plane fare.
Oh, really?
Really? Because one of the boss in the airline loves my t-shirt too.
I love that.
And when I wait from Washington to Roanoke, I eat something, and the woman who gives me the food asked me for the t-shirt too, and she write the name of my website.
Oh, that's great. It doesn't surprise me. I think anybody that has met you or read one of your books is going to be a fan. It does not surprise me a bit. Well, and Brett put a copy of it in the local library. So and I think there's several of your books in there now.
I feel your local library has all my books.
Yeah. So you've got the Putnam County Library here where I'm at in West Virginia. Yeah, I think at least 4 or 5 of your books he's got over at the you've got your own little tiny section there.
Well, I have to go, or as I told you outside of camera, you have to prepare stuff for me, and I have to sign the book.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna bring my copy to Madrid and just have you sign it there.
Yes, and I have a copy of the Spanish version in Madrid for you, and merchandising for you, and another new notebook I did. So I have a lot of things.
Well, talk a little bit about the notebooks because I love that idea. And you could take one of your notebooks and use that as a way to write your book. You could write on that and then type it up later. I love those because you can carry them anywhere.
And that's the idea. You carry the notebook and you write your own story or your journal of everything. And after this journal ends, Silvia ends journal and this book, I made another so beautiful notebook in hardcover. I didn't bring me because of the suitcase, but I have copies for you at home in hardcover with the cover of my books, really beautiful too.
Well, I know like Emily, my wife Emily, she uses one of your books to journal. Like every morning before she starts work, she journals for a half hour, 45 minutes, and she's using one of those for that. And I know at least two of the kids are using those as to take notes and to use. So I think they come in so handy because it's we've gotten away from just writing. It's always we're typing or we're on a phone, a computer and stuff. And sometimes it's just nice to actually write stuff down.
Yes, it's better. And that made me happy when people tell me that you use for writing and people love the designs. I teach Spanish to Mary Mildeman, a musician in California, and he told me, would you do sign design for another musician? Because everyone loves your merchandising. So the musician wants I design merchandising for them.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, because everybody does love it.
Yes, because so I think my next business is making t-shirts, mugs, all kind of merchandising.
I think you should. Why not? I think you do really well with that.
Even there is a shop I have to speak with there where I bought the seed for Wonder Woman, the last one. Yeah. They sell a lot of merchandising of DC and a lot of things, and he's going to sell my merchandising too.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's who needs Amazon? You don't need them.
Nobody needs Amazon. We don't want Amazon anymore.
We don't want them anymore.
We don't want them, and we don't need them.
No, I know.
Life continues after Amazon.
There's too much of the large corporations just bullying their customers, and that's a terrible way to do business. Take care of your people.
Yes, I'm really tired. Before the interview, I was watching a little of the movie Dirty Dancing. I have to finish. And just I listen when Johnny say, baby, they are only rich people. And it's like that. They are only rich people. They don't care anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like that. That's for sure, which is a terrible way to go through life.
And especially with artists, it's always like that. Several years ago, a boss in a big mall in Spain told me, if you have success, people are going to go after you. And this happened.
Yeah, oh, I believe it. 100%.
And I know what happened with We're on Camera with another. I know more artists that people hack their social media and everything. This happen all the time. With someone has successful,
That's awful.
people go after them, as I told in the Spanish version. No me perdonaron que triunfara. They didn't forgive me for being successful. It's always like that, and people want your money. It's like that.
I know. That's exactly what it's like. And I don't know. I hate that. I never asked you, Silvia.
I deserve a lot of credit with the podcast because I know for experience it's not easy to do a podcast interview people when you are in a small city.
It's really not. And I've talked about that a little bit. It's most of the people that we interview are on either the coast or in a different country because that's where the entertainment business is. And when you're just in a little small town in West Virginia and you're so far away, it's difficult, and Zoom kind of fixes a lot of that because you can talk to anybody anywhere. But I'm not in the entertainment center of anything. And that makes it tough.
Yes, it's tough because, for example, if you want to go to a concert, or something is not so easy.
No, it's not too easy. Most of the time I have to fly. We can drive to the neighboring states and stuff, but it's most time you have to fly to get if you're going to a show or to any type of performance because we just don't have that much here. Now, if you love the outdoors, if you want to be whitewater rafting or you like climbing, mountains or something, this is a great place.
But you can move to Madrid.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay there all the time because you keep running into these, kind of rough customers.
A lot of American people are moving to Spain now and to Madrid now.
And we know why. I have a lot of good friends. Some of them have moved to different countries. I've got friends that moved to France and to Germany, and it's all related to what's going on here in the States. And I'm not saying anything political, as far as what side you're on, but for them, they weren't comfortable staying here. So they left the country, and I can't really blame them.
And it's hard for us because, believe me, all my friends told me, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. People don't want to come here. And when I came, finally, okay, it's not so bad. I thought maybe it was worse, but they take my picture, the 10 fingerprints of the hand, then 3 times the scanner. They tell me, what do you have in your pocket? It's like the tissues. I didn't have anything but 3 times. Then in Washington to Roanoke, another scanner for the suitcase again. This is like crazy.
It is. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, you should be able to just come over here and visit without getting, fingerprinted. That's ridiculous.
Especially, okay, I can understand 1 fingerprint, but 10, really?
That seems like a lot. Yeah, one should work, right?
It's like, what else do you want? Do you want to get naked? Here, it's like, what you want? Because it's almost like that. And especially when you are a tourist, I have my tickets. I can here for 4 days. I go back to Madrid. It's like, so that's the thing. And the prices are really crazy.
Yeah, pricing right. It's a difficult time to travel right now, for sure. Yeah.
And it's difficult to come here. It's very expensive, and especially to come here to Virginia. For example, I have to get a plane to Madrid to Washington, then wait another plane to Roanoke, then from Roanoke to here, call a taxi. So it's so hard to come here in the middle of the mountain, but I made it.
Hey, you made it. You did it. You know, it'll be a good story in a few years. You can look back on it and have that as an adventure.
You know, there will be another book about this.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I was trying to think. I think this is the fourth time you've been on. Is that right?
Yeah, in the podcast,
Yeah,
I'm
on the
not
podcast. Is it
sure.
4?
Let me think
Might be
because
5.
1, 2, 4 or 5.
Yeah, I have to look. It's 4 or 5. Yeah, it
Yes,
may be
it's
5. It may be 5.
because I thought maybe yes, it's 5 because first the general one with my books,
Yep.
then with the Find Your Significant Another as Christmas, another one with Sorry and Telemarketing, and the last one with the niceness of working
That's
in a
right.
bank and
I think you're
and
my first 5-time guest. I
probably
have one other 4-time guest, and you're the only 5.
yes, so I prepared this for you because I knew.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Well, and our other 4-timer, he's also an author. So I'm gonna send him a note and I'll be like, "You're falling behind. You need to start writing." Sylvia's passed you up.
And they know I'm the faster.
That's right. That's exactly right. So what? So for this book, Sylvia, if I could, you can. You talked a little bit about it, but what do you hope that someone gets out of reading it?
The main idea is that, okay, she has a hard life because it hasn't been easy, but she made. So maybe I can do too.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of
the
a inspiring, I think.
yes, that's this book is for that. I didn't do this book for me. This book is for people. I want
Yeah,
to say you can do it. If I can, you can do it. Never give up. But you have to work really hard.
that's right.
Nobody's going to give you anything. If you read the book, you have even a chapter with the Me Too, because I live that feels like the Me Too too, pretty
Yeah.
bad. And last year, the love of my life just died. So I wanted to come here. So I dedicate this interview to him because I know he's with me. And a lot of hard things. The problem with Amazon. So I don't allow Amazon sell my books anymore. Please don't buy any book of mine of Amazon.
Yeah.
I
No more
allow
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or your
now
website.
a novel. Yes. So so hard a lot of things, but I continue. And this is the message. You have to continue. Never give up.
Yeah. I know. It's so great. Did you dedicate this one to your lost love?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to do it before he dies anywhere.
Yeah.
So I wanted to dedicate to him and the child I was because I fight a lot too. But when he died, of course, I have to dedicate. I have a picture with him, because it's the only picture I have with him because I made him in the music business,
Mhm.
in the rehearsal of some famous music awards in Madrid, long time ago. And it was like that. We met in a time when we didn't have phones with cameras.
Right.
When we have a date, we enjoy. We don't make pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, because you weren't distracted.
Yes. So yeah, and it was like because I never stopped loving him. We didn't were together in the last time because of his job mainly. Because I always protect him because he worked in the security part of the music business.
Right.
He fights against the piracy. So I never put a picture of him on my social media until he died. I protect him, he protects me. And if you read the book when he died, well, it was horrible because I was working at home and suddenly I saw on Facebook someone post a post, he has died. It was like, it cannot be possible. I sent a WhatsApp, of course, nothing. I didn't know what to do. in the end, I tried to contact one of his co-working, and he told me it's true. And when his co-workers empty his desk in the office, he has even the first letter I sent him in 2000.
Oh,
So he loved me so much that I love him. But
well, yeah,
sometimes,
I think I always kind of expected you two to eventually get back together, some point in the future. And I know you were probably hoping for that too. And then you lost him, and that was just awful.
but we will do when I pass away. We will be together forever.
That's right. I mean, that's the way to look at it. You'll see him again. It's just a pause for a little while.
And because I know you love Find Your Significant Other at Christmas, the character of Jasper is based on him. Jasper was Pablo.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So everyone loves Find Your Significant Other at Christmas because his was based on a true story in my own life with him. But I couldn't say anything before because I wanted to protect him.
That's right.
Because his business.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite book of yours, and I love all of them. But that one it was so heartfelt, and I could feel the emotion coming through the page, and I love that book.
And you can imagine it's hard for me to write the second part. Now he has passed away.
I don't know how you did that. You're very strong. And you never give up, which is what you write about, but you actually live that way. And that's, to me, that's what makes it inspiring. I mean, anybody can write some stuff down that might sound inspiring, but if you're not actually living that way, why would anybody listen to you? But you live that way.
Yes, and I think here it was like I wanted to go to New York because Pablo loved New York, so I wanted to drink something.
I know we were hoping to meet there for our interview next month. I'm going to be in New York.
Yes, and I wanted to go, but it's so expensive. New York is like
it's crazy. Well, I'm going to see an actor friend of mine, and we're going to go see because my brother's going with me and his wife and my wife, and we're going to go see Wicked, on Broadway. We saw Hamilton last time, so we're going to see Wicked this time. But the big one I'm excited about is we're going to see Hugh Jackman at Radio City Music Hall, and I'm so excited about that. It's just him singing like songs from The Greatest Showman and stuff like that. It's just him singing.
I love that movie, The Greatest Showman.
I did too.
The message is like my book. You can do it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed in the end of this year is going to be a new Dirty Dancing musical in Broadway in New York. So.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
No, yes, they say in October they are working on it because they want to put more scene and new things. It's supposed it will be in the end of the year in Broadway in New York. So if this happens, we can go together too.
Yes, 100%. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We talked about it. We missed this time, but we're going to find a time where we can meet in person. Yeah, because we've been doing this. You've been coming on the podcast almost as long as we've been doing the podcast.
I'm the new member of the podcast.
So that's pretty great. How did we first, did you reach out to me? Was that how we first met? How did we first meet?
Yes, because I saw the interview you did to Erika Eleniak, remember?
I do remember, yep.
So, and because of that, I contact you or something. I just start follow you, and
I think that was it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that's how it happened, but it's been too long. I've forgotten.
And since then, I contact Erika Elenian, and since then, I write with her.
Oh.
And she always answers me. She's the loveliest actress in the world.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Have you thought?
I thought I was going to come here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty great. So, have you thought, now that you're full-time authoring, have you thought about going back into journalism at all?
Well, I'm going to interview you, so I will
Well,
go
that's
back.
true. Maybe that'll be your entry back in.
Yes, this will be, you will be my first guest.
Well, prepare yourself because I'm probably a difficult interview.
You think?
No,
Well,
I think I'm pretty easy.
after interview a lot of singers, I don't think you were more difficult.
No, I think, yeah. Musicians, some of them have to be difficult interviews because they're so, most of the time, musicians, they're kind of quirky, and they're just a little different, because they're creative. And that's okay. But sometimes that can be a difficult interview.
I remember once I had to interview a band in Madrid in the hotel, and when I arrived, they didn't were there. I had to call, they were in the room. And when finally they go down, they were dragged like in the sofa, like was like, okay. So after that, I feel it's easy.
Yeah, you can handle anything after that.
Yes. After
Yeah.
the music business, you can handle everything.
That, for some reason, that made me think I had an interview with an actress, and it went so good. I can't even tell you who it was now. I've forgotten, but it went so good. It was just I had the best time on the interview, and then something was messed up with our sound. So when I went back to listen to it, it was just garbled mess. So I couldn't do. We had to redo the interview, and that was, to me, was probably the hardest one. But it wasn't because of the guest; it was just because of the difficulties. But the second interview, pretty close to the first. Like, I loved the second one too. It was just, we had just done it, so it wasn't new anymore. But that's probably been my hardest.
That happened with me when I interviewed Eleanor Bersen for Dirty Dancing in Madrid in 2014. That the sound of the machine doesn't work. So I had to upload the video on YouTube, but the sound is bad, and of course I couldn't rearrange an interview with her again.
I know, it's so disappointing when a technical thing happens, because it's so difficult just to set the interviews up.
And I think it's the only one time that happened to me.
I think
it was only that one in the one of the most important interviews of my life done.
Yeah, I know. It's well, it just makes your stomach drop. It's awful when you go back. I turned that on to listen, and I was just like, oh no. Because when we were doing the interview, it sounded fine, but it didn't record fine, for whatever reason. So yeah, I don't know. So Silvia, how long are you in Roanoke? When do you head back?
I go back tomorrow to Madrid.
Ooh, that's a quick trip. Well, you've been there 3 or 4 days, yeah.
Because it's so expensive now coming to the U.S.
Yeah, I know. It's probably going to be cheaper for me to go to Madrid than it was for you to come here.
I think so. I would love to go to West Virginia, to New York, but
we're going to make it happen. Well, I told you we're doing a convention this fall, so maybe we can work something out. We'll see. That'd be nice. We bring you in and put you in a hotel and give you a table.
You have to invite me to the convention. I can help. What do you want? I interview. I can help you with the interviews in Spanish.
That's true. Yeah, you could totally. Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty neat.
In fact, I think I have to be the new member of your podcast, because I can interview people in Spanish and translate if you interview someone in Spanish.
Oh, that's true.
Think about it.
Yeah, that might open up some new doors for me.
Okay.
Because I speak very little Spanish, so there's no way I could interview somebody just in Spanish. I'd be lost. But if I had you with me, I could ask questions and you can interpret.
For me, it's done. If you want, I read it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, what I'll work on that. We'll figure that out. So what's the next book? What's the next one you think you're going to write? Is it going to be about your trip?
It can be about my trip or the second part of Find Your Significant Other at Christmas. These two are the next.
So, yeah, you're so prolific with your writing. You know, where do your ideas come from? Yeah, where do your ideas come from for your books? That, you know, what inspires you?
My life.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's basically what you're writing about. Is and it's interesting, which is, you know, a compliment to your writing, because it once you read a couple pages, you're hooked, my opinion, and then you just, you know, you just enjoy yourself.
I told you, everyone loves Find Your Significant Other at Christmas because it's based on a true story. Now I can tell it's true.
Well, and I told you that's the one that needs to be made into like a Hallmark movie.
I'm trying. I wanted to send the book to Eleanor Bernstein, but I cannot do it. I don't find the way, or so you have to help me to send to her and another producer.
Yeah, I'll help. We'll figure that out. Because yeah, that would be. I mean, how neat would it be to see that story on a movie screen?
And even the second part will be great for a movie.
It would. Yeah. You could do a series of movies with the same characters.
Well, I can do a TV show.
Or a TV show. Yeah, maybe that's a better way to go.
Maybe I can write the new Beverly Hills 90210.
I like that. Hey, Silvia, were you a Friends fan? You know, a fan of the show Friends?
I saw Friends. I liked, but not the big fan.
Yeah, not a big fan. I saw today that at that time when Friends came out, there was 5 other sitcoms on that had friend in the title. So they were going to go with a different title instead of Friends. And the title they were going to go with was called 6 in 1, which is terrible. I don't know if anybody would have watched a show called 6 in 1, but Friends, everybody's watching.
Because sometimes it's very hard to find the title, even with the book. It's like, okay, I have the book, and I know the title for the second part of Find Your Significant Other at Christmas. I have the title too.
Oh, you do?
I have. Everything is here.
Yeah, no, it amazes me how your brain works, because I can't keep anything in my head. You keep everything in there.
It makes me myself too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Silvia, this has been great as always. It doesn't replace getting to see you in person, but this has been pretty nice.
We have to do it.
Yeah, we'll find time. We'll find time. Well, so before we wrap up, Silvia, go through your social media and your website for us.
Okay, SilviaSanMartin.com in English, SilviaSanMartin.net in Spanish, Facebook, Emma Castillo y Silvia San Martin Escritoras, Facebook Silvia San Martin, Instagram Silvia Love and Music, YouTube Silvia San Martin. If you put in Google Silvia San Martin,
it comes right up. Yeah.
And they can buy all my books in Barnes and Noble, and if they live in Spain, they can ask me directly.
I know. And if they like you would, if they sent you a copy, you'd sign it and send it back, or you'd, if they wanted to send you a question or something, you'd answer them. You're very fan friendly.
Yes, I think the only time I don't answer is when I'm sleepy and late.
That's right. When you're, and I don't think you sleep that often.
Lately, with the jet lag, I cannot.
Yeah, how big a time difference was it?
Well, now in Spain, it's like 6 hours in ahead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's a big difference.
From California, 8 hours.
So is it like 11 o'clock in Spain right now?
Botany is now here.
5.
5. In Spain, 11.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. No wonder you're tired.
Yes, because people test me in the night when they are in Spain and I here, and then it's the all day busy.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take a vacation from your vacation when you get back, just to recover.
That's for sure. Because here in the resort, I have activities all days. It's like at night, at 11, at 12. It's like, okay.
Dinner service is going to start now.
Okay.
It's about time, isn't it? I saw him walking around, so I knew it was time to wrap up. All right, okay. Silvia, well, listen, come back for the number 18, and we'll do number 6.
I will do it. But first, I have to interview you. You know that.
That's right. Yeah, technically, number 6 is going to be reversed.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, hold on one second, Silvia.
Okay.
Silvia San Martin, one of the best people you're ever going to meet. She's fantastic, just the nicest person. I'm so happy that that our paths crossed, because it's just been amazing. I just absolutely love Silvia. She's a terrific writer. Do yourself a favor. The new book is called If I Could, You Can. You will be inspired. So definitely check that out. It's on Barnes & Noble, along with her other 16 books. So go in there and kind of go nuts. You'll enjoy yourself. Thank you guys for tuning in with us again this week. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. Our website is meistercon.com. Thank you guys so much. Until next time. Bye, everybody.